Hey there, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Just stopping by with a couple of nuggets of wisdom, midweek wisdom for you. Um, I just had an incredible opportunity to witness an incredible breakthrough with a woman who has really been suffering in her life. And it's amazing, this work that I'm participating in, and the amazing people that are doing this work, because it's creating healing and a remembering on the planet for people to step into the truth of who they are. And as an integrative awareness coach, this is my work, and I couldn't be more thankful to have this opportunity to support people in remembering who they are. And this week, the topic that I'm sharing through my podcast and some of my posts this week has been crossing the threshold into the life that you say that you want. And a lot of times on the surface, this can seem very, individual or very self-centered, but in actuality, when we step into the fullness of who we are on an individual level, it begins a wave and a light, right? We become a beacon of light to share the truth with other people around us about what's possible in creating the kind of world that we want to live in. And it starts with us, one at a time. I can't change anybody else. I can support people if they're interested. I can offer my coaching toolbox and services if they're interested. But mostly what I do is just be me, right? And people are going to see that. They're going to see that and they're going to say, oh, wow, I want to have what she's having. How are you doing that? And so I posted a quote about Buddha, I think it was yesterday, and he said, all suffering is a root of ignorance. And the word ignorance means to ignore the truth of who we are. And it's not purposeful. A lot of us don't even have any idea, we can't even see who we are, because a lot of us have been trained to focus on using our mind or our left brain, which is logic. And logic is very valuable. It's an incredible tool. But without the other side of our brain, the right side, which is in charge of creativity and imagination, then it's really difficult to see the whole picture. But I have a really good feeling that people are getting really tapped in right now, probably because of the conditions that many of us are facing out in the world, what we're observing happening. People are starting to get really tapped in, and they're like, yeah, I really want to access all of my faculties, the entirety of my energetic body. And what does that mean? If we're just decoding the world from mostly our left brain or our mind, then we're missing a whole other aspect, of our emotions, our intuition, our passion, the thing that drives the mind, really, because in actuality, our logical mind is a servant of our imagination. And today I posted something that was I'm going to focus all of my attention on the future that I want to create, and then the old one will fall away. And so when we talk about creating a one-pointed mind, yes, the fight or flight reaction. Yes, definitely. So when we are not utilizing our imagination, then it's really hard to create, what we want in the world. So really what's happening is an expansion of our fullness of all of our faculties, as I mentioned, not only the mind, but the imagination and the emotion that fuels that. And then we can start decoding the world from how it actually is. And then just, well, I mean, it's like, a lot of us believe that the world is a certain way. And we've gotten that picture from a limited perspective. What if I told you the world is actually quite different than you were taught to see it? And that when you begin to bring in both of your faculties with a balanced whole brain perspective, what you're looking at starts to shift, and who you see yourself starts to shift. And then you can start creating from fullness instead of a limited perspective or lack, or how the world isn't all right now and I have to fix or change it. So I'm going to be talking about this all this week, and then all of this is going to be in the new course that I've been putting together for you, which is the Quantum Abundance course, which I'm really excited about. It's in the works, and so in this course I'm going to be providing some hacks, some tips, some architecture, some structure to hold these practices that can allow you to step in to the fullness of who you are. So when you create, when you start accessing your imagination to fully, not the limited version that we've been given, a lot of people, when you ask them what they want, they can't even tell you, right? They don't, nobody's asked them, or they haven't even dared to dream because of all the beliefs that they have about using their imagination, creating the life of their dreams, what that means. So when we learn to begin to focus our mind, it's not necessarily just our thoughts. It's below that. It's actually being able to focus our imagination, which is the energy of creation, which allows us to fuel what we really want to create. So I think I'll leave it there for now. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment box, and I'll be back. I'll be stopping in on Friday to share with you a little bit more about the topic this week. And if you haven't had a chance yet, please check out my podcast. It's on this very topic, crossing the threshold to the life that you say that you want. And so I look forward to seeing you then. And the link for the podcast is posted on this page, so you can go down and click on it. And if you want to find out more about my integrative awareness coaching services, you can check out my website, www.mindheart-space.com, or you can reach out to me here. All right, till next time, please remember what a valuable treasure you are. Bye for now.